right? Except for he wasn't at home.
I want you to explain in detail the man, okay? Because when you told me this story about the man, I think you had left some things out, so I let myself wander with the man. So I want you to make sure...
And that is not safe.
That's not safe. So I want you to make sure that you tell everybody, because it's a great... I love the idea, and I'll show you how I applied it wrong. But I want you, just so nobody does the same mistake I do. So go ahead.
Okay, so the idea with the man is your kid doesn't listen to you. You're out somewhere, and you've told them you need to sit still, or we're at a restaurant, you don't run all over the restaurant, or whatever it is. And for some reason, they are just having a hard time paying attention or listening to your words. So what I invented was the man, which is, Hannah, I just saw the man, and he said that if you're not sitting nicely in your chair, that we're going to have to leave the restaurant, or you're not going to get dessert, or whatever. So it became this mysterious creature that she never knew quite where was, but she never actually asked. And she would kind of look, you know, like around the restaurant, like see if she could see who the man was. And of course she never could. But it got amazing behavior out of my kids. When for some reason mommy's saying you won't have dessert if you don't eat your food, that kind of was hit or miss. But the man, he got it right every time. Something about the man, I don't know.
Right.
Did I describe it fully enough there?
I think you did.
Okay, so then I remember one day I told you this because you were like, my kids are acting up when whatever it was, and I said, well, you should try maybe using the man.
Yes, of it. But we were in a restaurant, and I was so proud of myself for using this newfound technique that Holly has taught me, which I love her parenting techniques. So I, you know, any information I can get, I'm just like, love it. Wait, but so I come back to tell you, and I'm like, Holly, you're not going to believe it. I totally used your technique about the man. And Luke was acting up, and he wasn't listening to me in the restaurant, and I just said to him, the man will come and get you if you do not stop what you're doing. And I was just waiting for Holly to say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it worked for you. You looked at me and you went, what? I was like, yeah, I totally used it. Worked great. Oh my gosh, you totally behaved. And then you're like, that is not the proper use of the man. I'm like, what? Well, think about it. You're just not going to take him away? And I'm like, So I changed my man.
Right, to be appropriate. You don't want him to be the kidnapping man.
Right, which is what I made him out to be.
You just want him to say they can't have dessert, or they have to leave the restaurant, or they can't go to the toy store later, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because for the invisible man is easier to believe than the mother, clearly.
Right. So,
I even went and spoke to the man.
Did you?
On occasion, I would leave the table, and then I would come back and say, I want you to know I just spoke to the man. He said it is not okay in his restaurant for you to stand on the chairs. And that you better take a seat, because there's going to be some trouble.
So my sister used the total inappropriate man also.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, she threatens. The man's going to tie them up. The man's going to take them away for a long, long time.
Maybe it's a family problem.
I think it's a family issue, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe. Yeah, but she goes deeper into the man. That is a scary man. That is scary. And he's got handcuffs, and he knows how to tie you up. No, she doesn't do that part.
That's terrible.
She doesn't go that far, but she does go further, and she loves it.
I'm sure.
There's not just one man. There's lots of men.
They're everywhere.
Around here.
The house is circled by men.
Yeah.